JusNik here from WBLS, and it's time for New Music Friday. And in here with me, she is lovely, a phenomenal singer, songwriter, India Shawn. What's up, love and light? How are you?
Thank you for the beautiful intro. First of all,
Yes.
I'm so good. Just murdered the stage at SOB's last night.
Yeah, I saw. So how was that?
It was cool. You know, New York, y'all, it's a different type of energy, but it forces me to like really bring out like the big vocals. So I was hollering last night.
But that's okay, though, because you be having them runs, and I be like, girl, if you don't sing, I'm going to throw this shoe. Well, I don't know why people want to throw shoes when somebody sings really good, but
You know, I would have loved for someone to throw a shoe at me last night.
It's a
That would have
compliment,
been
right?
very validating.
Yes. Congratulations on your song hitting the charts, number 19.
I know.
How do you feel about that?
You know, it was stuck at 20 for like 5 weeks. I was like, what do I have to do? I'm so happy. It's so funny that this is the song that's charting, but
Why you say that?
I guess because tempo-wise, it's, you know, slower, sexier. I just wouldn't think that would be the one to go, but people love it. It is a vibe. So.
We in our feelings in 2022, okay?
Yeah.
If y'all didn't get the memo, we in our feelings. So you had a favorite that you wanted. It sounds like you had a favorite.
Oh, a favorite? You know, Moving On did all right. I think we did chart with Moving On, the one with Anderson .Paak on it.
Love him.
And Don't Play With My Heart. I feel like Don't Play With My Heart needs a resurgence. It's such a feel-good song, and everywhere I go, that's the song that like people are like, oh my God, when I heard this song. So it's a special one. We'll see.
It's so funny you say this. So I just learned that she's an Aries, okay? I'm a Sagittarius, fire sign. Anybody who knows me knows I love zodiacs, okay? So it's funny that you have a song called Don't Play With My Heart and you're a singer-songwriter. So that's just kind of a thing for Aries women. Is just kind of like, you know, I love hard, but don't play with my heart. Don't play with me. So like, what's the meaning?
I think it's also just where I'm at in my life.
Yeah.
Like I'm not 25 anymore, you know what I mean? So it's like, I don't have any time to waste. What are your intentions? What are we doing, you know? So it's funny. I feel like after I wrote that song, like people stopped sliding in my DMs. I'm like, come on, y'all. They scared now.
The trash took itself out. They should be, because they like, okay, I can't have step.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, well, speaking of that, what is your checklist for dating? Oh, yeah, I'm going to put you on the spot just because it's a great segue.
My checklist for dating. Wow. It's funny. All the things that I used to prioritize are like at the bottom of the list now. Now it's just like, are you sane?
Okay, hello.
Are you mentally and emotionally
Have you
well?
ever killed anyone? Thought about it.
You're not a narcissist, right? No, yeah. I mean, just maturity, seriously, like self-awareness and kindness. You know, I look for those things now.
Yeah. You know, it used to be where like you had to look a certain way for me, the body kind of thing, which is a plus. But I feel you on the sanity thing, because it's like nowadays I feel like people don't want to let folks go. Have a hard time letting go.
Yeah.
So it's like, no, you're going to love me forever.
Ooh.
I don't know what that's about. But
Yeah, I feel like if we can, like, you're right, that's the key. Like, if we can understand that everything is kind of temporary and relationships can be seasonal, like, it would just help us to let go of relationships a little easier.
Absolutely. Well, let's go deeper.
Okay.
Pun intended. Because the project is out.
Yes.
So tell me about it. Anderson .Paak, love him. Black, love him. The features, the collabs.
Yeah.
Your favorite song. Let's talk about it.
The album is out, finally, years in the making, a whole global pandemic. And it's finally out. And so it's crazy because I rolled out these singles over the course of a long time. So just to compile them all and put them on one project, like, it was like a relief to, you know, complete the whole thing. And I think that people really want to hear the music, like, you know, in order, and they want to hear the full story. And it's something about presenting it as an album that excites people. So I was happy I could do that. And yes, my friends hopped on it for me. I've known Black for years from Atlanta. And so he did me a solid by hopping on Not Too Deep. Anderson, I was touring with him all of 2019. And I think he was just really bored during the pandemic. I was like, will you hop on this for me? And he did it. So, and then Unknown Mortal Orchestra, they are an alternative rock band that not a lot of people know, not a lot of my fan base knows. So it was cool for me to like put them on my project and kind of introduce people to the world of music that I listen to as well, because I listen to a lot of alternative.
I could hear the influences.
Yeah. Okay.
But I love it because you created your own sound.
Yeah.
Obviously, that's what makes the star. So
thank you.
What I really love about singer-songwriters is that when you're singing the song, you obviously know how you felt when you wrote it. So the way you delivered it is just a little bit different than, you know, sliding a song to somebody else, which you've done. And we could talk about the people, like, whose songs you've written for.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I haven't done a whole lot of, I'm like, have I gotten any placements in the past couple of years? I think the last one was Justine Skye, a song called Build. But yeah, in the past, I have written with my sister and a homegirl of ours. We had a writing collective and wrote for Chris Brown, Diddy Dirty Money, Last Train to Paris album. Yeah. Let me see. Carrie Hilson. El DeBarge randomly.
And now you're keeping your songs.
Yes, they're all mine. I think that experience just made me want to focus on myself.
Yeah.
Because that like placement chasing can be a bit of a rat race. And I was like, you know what? Let me just make songs that I like. And that's what I'm doing.
Yeah. And people are receiving it. You have over 18 million streams.
Oh my gosh.
What does that feel like?
So much of it is like still very surreal for me.
Yeah.
You know, the shows, the streams, but it feels like progress. I'm like, finally, because I've been at this so long, you know. I started when I was 15, and I'm not going to say how old I am now, but
well, you look young.
We grown
That's
now.
all that matters.
It's been a very long journey and a very like crazy journey. So to finally be making progress and really feeling like people get it, you know, it feels good.
Yeah, to be understood.
Yes. To feel
and how many people can relate?
Yes.
You know?
Yes. And it's interesting, even the songs that like people don't directly relate with, but like it still touches them in a way. I mean, you know, being able to touch fans during this tour and talk to them, and they're like, you know, telling me stories about getting through nursing school, listening to the album, or, you know, a divorce, or, you know, to things that I haven't been through, but like it's hitting them in a certain way. So that's really crazy to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you said it's been a long time coming, right? And for the most part, a lot of people say that, but then I know that you're into manifesting and things like that. So did you come to a place where you said, you know, now I know why it took this long? Like, was there a moment where you were like, I get it now.
Yeah.
It wasn't meant then. I wasn't ready.
Yeah.
You know?
I love that question, because I did just recently have this revelation that the message that I have to deliver, I had to be, I had to mature into this person, you know? And I think I still have a ways to go. Like, whatever this is that God has given me, it requires maturity. So I couldn't have been 20 trying to do this.
Right.
Yeah.
And you learned a lot more about the game and industry and how that goes. So is there something that you would tell someone who's, you know, just getting started? Because a lot of people want to just kind of go straight to the top and rush the process. Is there something that you would tell them, or tell your younger self, like, slow down, or advice?
Yeah. I think the biggest thing for me is just to like, it's been my focus, like finding my focus in it. I think, you know, I had split energy in a lot of ways. You know, I was like in school, I was working several jobs, I was doing so much at once.
Yeah.
But for me now that I'm like just solely making music and going to vocal classes and dance class, you know, doing it all in a very focused way, it's just moving faster. So I think, yeah, you got to really hone in on what you want and like focus on that.
Yeah. Yeah. And it does happen fast. It's crazy that when you manifest something and you're waiting for it, and then when it happens, it's just like all like, wow, I'm here.
Yeah.
Do you ever take it in and say, I'm here?
Yeah. I played the Hollywood Bowl actually last week, the day before my tour started. And I played with the Free Nationals through Anderson Paak's band, and he hopped on stage with us too. But I mean, just being on, that's the biggest stage I've been on so far, like as a front singer. And I just looked up like in this spaceship of a stage, and I was like, wow, you know, I'm here, I'm doing this, I'm feeling confident. These people are hearing my voice. I mean, I took that in.
That's amazing. Yeah. That's amazing. What's your favorite song off the project?
Oh, it changes. It changes. What is it today?
Right.
What is my favorite song? Okay, it's between Patience and Same Floor, which is interesting because they're two completely different songs. But yeah.
Okay, so tell me the difference.
Same Floor is about finding yourself back on the same floor, you know, of like making these maybe bad decisions or just being in a cycle of habits, and kind of just being honest with yourself about that. And then Patience is a prayer, actually. Yeah, it's a letter to God, just asking to give me patience on this journey. Like, I want to trust you more. So just give me patience to endure this and to get through it.
I love it. I love it. India, Shawn, New Music Friday. The project is out. What can your fans expect from you visually?
Yeah.
Social media wise?
Oh my gosh. Like, what's next? You know, I'm a lot of tour content because we are 4 cities in. I'm going to hit the West Coast next week. So yeah, y'all come out if you haven't yet. I'll be in San Francisco, LA. So that is next. And yeah.
Is there a city that's shown you like a lot of love that you were surprised at?
Oh my gosh. I wasn't surprised, but my homecoming, which was ATL, I lived in Atlanta for 15 years. And that's really where I got my start. So, I mean, I had so many friends and family and just music industry peers, and they were just hollering the entire time, screaming, chanting, you know, encore, the whole thing. I cried, actually, in Atlanta. Oh. I cried, yeah.
And that's okay. Those are the moments. Those are the moments that we live for. So
I will also say I was surprised by the turnout in D.C. and Chicago. I was like, people know me here? This is weird, you know? Like, how did I sell out D.C.? It was strange, but.
Well, I wish you much success.
Thank you so
success.
Much. Thank you.
And before I wrap, I do want to ask you, because I saw that you scratched something off your bucket list, which was Lollapalooza, right?
Yes.
So I have a bucket list thing, too, that I'm doing.
Okay.
So what's next on your bucket list? Or is it something that's just kind of, it's been happening, and you're like, oh, yeah, that was on my bucket list? Or are you actively, like, checking things off?
That's a great question. I need to add some more stuff. I think I've checked off so many things, like headlining a tour, a Hollywood Bowl, you know. What's next?
Which is all a part of manifesting.
Yeah, I need to manifest. I need to manifest a man. And I would love, you know,
really?
to get some babies started.
That's what's up. Would you date somebody in the industry or?
I totally would. Yeah, I would.
Nice.
Would you?
You know what? I wouldn't.
Okay.
Strangely, oddly enough, because I know that if I'm busy, I don't want the person to be just as busy because I need like a balance. And if we're both busy, it's like it's too much work.
See, I want to both be busy.
Really?
Yeah.
Yes, you do, Aries. Yes, you do. It's such an Aries thing
I'm
to
like,
say.
let's be busy together. See each other like twice a month. No. Yeah.
That's awesome.
I would date in the industry.
Okay. Do you have somebody you looking at? Because your cheeks is like doing this thing, like so you're blushing.
No, no, there's nobody.
Just nobody. No crushes, nothing.
No crushes. Let me see. Do I? Yeah, you know what? I just discovered my crush has a girlfriend. I'm really sad about it. Tyler, the Creator. Love me some Tyler. He has a really beautiful girlfriend, which was surprising because I thought he liked boys, but there's hope for me. Maybe eventually.
Yeah, there's hope. Just put it out there. Shoot a shot. There's no harm in that.
Manifest.
India Shawn, go check out the project. Thank you for your time.
Thank
New
you
Music
so much.
Friday. JusNik. I'll be back next week.